Alright, hello everyone, how are you all doing today? I myself am doing rather well. In fact, ready to talk about how details about the new Batwoman have come out, and it sounds absolutely terrible, which makes me kind of happy because that means that some of my favorite YouTubers are going to have a lot more content to work with. So, the new Batwoman will be a person called Ryan who lives in their van, who is a former criminal who apparently can kill you with just their bare hands. And when I heard that, there's no doubt in my mind that she's going to be the smallest little shit who obviously can't do that. Otherwise, another things were she was a former drug addict, so uh, trying to get as many woke and disabilities in there as possible without actually going for broke and making her crippled, because Lord knows characters like Oracle can't be all that empowering for these people. Of course, she is still to be the number one lesbian as you can get. No dicks here, absolute lesbian. Uh, they want it to be straightforward and such. It's gonna be a simple passing of the mantle, although I don't believe that would be the best scenario to do. I think they should wipe the slate clean, and you've already noticed the picture of Batwoman Beyond in the video, and I think that's the route they should take. They should have, they should really recast Kate Kane and do a time skip. They can have an older woman play the new Kate Kane, and she teaches. Now she is a bad superhero, and in reality, she shouldn't be teaching a new generation of superheroes how to be heroes. But working with what we got, I think this is the best case scenario for people who are actual fans of the show. Are there fans of the show? I think everyone who watches it for the joke that it is. I've rarely ever seen anybody who's actually inspired by this hero. God, it's such an awful character. But yes. And while I do love the original Batman Beyond cartoon and some of his comics, and this would most likely devalue the brand because obviously they have shit writers, but come on, it's at least a decent concept. There's some more stuff to work with. They don't have to be dragged down by the bad story plots that they've had before. And yeah, gives them more room to work with, I would say, overall. Now, generally, time skips are my least favorite writing trope. While it does help people reorganize their thoughts and reset some of the character development, a lot of the time they're just used as an easy out for writers. And Batwoman needs an easy out at this point. They don't really need Batman season 2. I think they need Batwoman Beyond to really make this work and really separate themselves a little more from that original TV series. They can still cast whatever type of writers they want. They can still cast whatever type of Batwoman they want, even though it's heavy discrimination that they're doing. They still have a chance to actually make something good, and that's all people really want, is something good. Otherwise, not all people want. the it's a much more entertaining. Sometimes it's more entertaining with a trash fire than, but it's not as enduring as something that would be a good show. A time skip and a new cast would also allow people to come back to the show who dropped it for several reasons. It allows them to create a character who is actually going to be heroic, although her prerequisites, the past that they're currently discussing, makes her the worst type of person to turn into a hero. A former drug addict and things like that. Free love type of hippie living in their van. What they didn't even go over what type of work she does or if she even does any work. So they're really setting themselves up for a failure. But I think that again there is still a chance that they can recover. Although I kind of don't want them to. In the end, not really. Because I want it to be provable objectively that wokeness does not sail, and Batwoman at her wokiest, at her most woke, did not sail. And now they're doubling down on it, going, let's go even more woke. And they think that that was the problem with the original series, that it wasn't woke enough. So we'll see exactly what turns out from this. I'm hoping for more entertainment. Again, I'm gonna get entertainment one way or another. Either the writers turn around and actually make a good series that I could start watching, skipping the entire first season and just going straight to the second season, or I'm gonna be watching a lot of YouTubers rag on the future episodes and maybe see some of them break down as well. A lot of episodes in season 1 were so bad. Some of my favorite YouTubers were on the verge of, I would say, aneurysms. Oh my god, just how ridiculous this whole situation has been with Batwoman is crazy, isn't it? And then the last thing I want to talk about before signing off is the fact that I read one article that said that the character relationships was the backbones of Batwoman. I keep saying Batman and Wonder Woman, and I don't know why those are actually good heroes, but skipping that. Batwoman. The backbone to Batwoman is the character relationships, and for God's sakes, these people don't know how to write characters relating to one another. They don't even know what real friendship can be, I suppose. They only know how to virtue signal to their peers, and that's evident across all these relationships. Batwoman lets a girl off who was going to mass murder a train full of people just because she was a lesbian, just because I was misunderstood or she felt out of place, even though in America nobody cares that you're gay. Not really. Half the time you come out and people are just still like, yeah, whatever, we already knew before you knew, apparently. And Alice, again, the whole core of the first season was built around this character who should have really been taken down within the first 2 episodes, maybe even 3 at a stretch, but she could not carry a season on her own. This story just kept going back and forth, and they would talk in rooms while this character plans and murders, and Batwoman just let her get away with everything. The Kate Kane just coming to the town destroyed what looked like a healthy marriage at the beginning by adding some doubt, like, oh no, I married this dick, but I still want that pussy. Absolutely insane. I can't believe that the character relationships are what a superhero show is based off on, not the actual and not the heroics or anything. Just team drama bullshit. But I can accept team drama to a point. I am still enjoying Stargirl. Some of you have seen those reviews, and those have genuine relationships, but they also have a genuine writer behind them. So that about ends all my thoughts on the situation. Once again, they should just do a Batwoman Beyond and do a time skip, cast an older Kate Kane, and they can give her whatever characteristics they need to make her a decent person and to instill these lessons into this new Batwoman, even though they're both starting from shit places. Anyways, once again, if you enjoy my content, go ahead and leave a like. If you're new to the channel, why not subscribe? Let me know your thoughts on this situation. Would you like to see Batwoman Beyond, or how do you see the second season of Batwoman playing out in the end? Be sure to leave all your thoughts in the comment section down below, and maybe you don't like my video, maybe you have some thoughts on how I can improve, leave those down there as well. I do want to get better at this. So, have a great day, and take care.